FYI, we're not sponsored by Succulent by any means. I'm just a fangirl. So let's see what we got, shall we? Let's go ahead and get started. So first we are going to make our soil, and it's very easy. So this is pumice from the beach. It washed up, and in some areas it's going to be more plentiful than others, but it's all washed up. Now we found all of this, I believe, on the East Coast. So now we are going to put this in a bag, take a hammer to it, and crush it up. There you go. All chopped up, ready to be mixed in your soil. So just go to your local store, grab some succulent soil or cactus soil, palm soil, anything like that. I get Miracle-Gro's cactus, palm, and what's it called? Citrus soil. There's organic brands out there. Sometimes I grab some from my local nursery, but that is what I have on now. It's Miracle-Gro in the orange bag. So now we are going to take this pumice, mix it in with the soil, and put it in our pots. Let's go. Okay. Switch. Here is our soil. I am going to take the pumice. I'm going to pour all of it. And I'm just going to stir it up a little bit. Good. Some chunks are a little big still, but that's okay. We'll just throw that in the larger pots. All right, so now we're going to fill our pots. As you can see, the pot is filled up a couple of them with our pumice and cactus soil mix. We are going to be potting up all these babies today. So I am going to go ahead. I am now going to fill all these pots. I have more behind me. I'm going to put the succulent in, and I'm going to show you how to put a top dressing on from the beach for free. Okay, so here we go. I potted up all the plants, and now is the fun part. So we are going to put the top dressing on. So that's where I'm like, what do I do? So we are going to put top dressing on everything that we have, and we're going to use it by using shells and things from the beach that can be found for free. So this is a comb bittersweet, and this shell is mainly found on Southwest Florida. So you can do anything you want with this, right? So I think I'm going to go with 2 circles going around the succulent.
So you can have it facing upward, downward, it doesn't matter. That one's ugly. I might have to do a couple actually. Yeah, and remember to get pretty close to the base of the plant too. You want to get under it. So for bigger plants, use bigger shells. For smaller plants, use smaller shells.
Ta-da! That one is done. And the plant is actually not crooked. It just likes to lean towards the sun. I guess when it was growing or being So there's that one. We're gonna go ahead and put that one aside. Check. Next one, Echeveria crabby. So this one is really cute. Let me just wipe the dirt off the edge, and you always want to make sure the sand is packed down. Okay, so for this one, I am going to use sea glass. So this is dark green sea glass. I have dark green, light green, I have pink, and I have blue. So it's just crushed sea glass. So with this plant, the pink would do good, this would do good, and this would do good. Ooh, that's a tough one, right? I mean, we could always like mix them up a little bit, but I feel like this would compete with the flower, with succulent, but that one might downplay it. Let's do this one because the ends, so like your horizon line always needs to be darker. So in this case, our horizon line is dark because the bottom of the plant is darker.
Well, it seems that way because the middle is the green. The tips are dark, which when you look at it, you see the tips. And you know, you don't like it, you just always take it out and do it again. Maybe go away. Put that back in, tuck that weird thing back in, go back in, go back in. No, no. Move, yeah. Okay, here's the darker one. This is almost identical. Okay, so the darker one is the one I actually reached for first. Turns out they're almost identical, so it doesn't matter. Remember, succulents you want to be flush with the top.
It is done. I like the way it looks. Very simple. Just using some green sea glass. That's all we did. Okay, next up on the list, we have Echeveria Becky. We're gonna call her Becky. Echeveria Becky. So I packed the soil down pretty tight. And now with this one, I thought we could use these tiny little shells I have. And it's dark, but not so dark that, I don't know, it's like a good dark. It's like a pebble dark. And so you could arrange these to all look the same, like point in the same direction. Honestly though, you're gonna be there for a very long time. And when, you know, the first time you bump it, it's just gonna be messed up. So considering there's so many of these, I would not worry about it. Oh, that looks excellent. I like it a lot. Any small little shell will do. I really, really love this one. I have an eye on this shell for so long, wanting to do something with it, but I didn't know what. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with the way that came out. Awesome. So that one is done. We'll move her to the side. Next up, we have the gift one. So free gift, it doesn't have a name. So we're gonna have to look for that name later on. So one side is like that. And then you flip it over and that other side looks like a cat eye. So you could have all the eyes pointing up or down. So my original thought was to have all of them pointed up because this is a happy plant. So that's, I think it would look good the other way. So maybe when I get tired of looking at this, I can just flip them over. Or I'll find that putting these in that way really doesn't work. Okay, and there we have it. We have our cat eye and little rose mystery succulent. Perfect, that one. Another mystery. This is the other free gift one that is really pretty. Don't know the name of it. We are going to use, we have small Nereids. Yes, they are baby Nereids. I've been wanting to use these for a long time as well. Oh my gosh. And you know what? I It's just like you have to wait for the right thing with these because they are so small. I love that. You know, the one thing I'm not too sure about is this plant with the the cat on it. I don't think I really like it. So I like this one. I'm gonna put that aside. I think this one, I'm gonna take these out. I keep looking at it and I hate it. So I'm taking these out.
It's just like too much competition with this. I need something smaller. I thought that would be small enough, but it's definitely not.
I have these small jewel boxes, corrugated, and let's put some of them around it and see what happens. Oh my goodness. Okay, that already is so much better. So those cat eyes, I think would be fine, something else, but not this. And I don't know, I just, they were too like smooth and just rounded. I just feel like they could have gotten messed up like really easily. Okay, so do-over, A+. Next up on the line, we have Echeveria agavoides patina. All right, Miss Agavoids. I'm gonna put your dirt back in your little thing. So, Miss Agavoids here is a very moody girl. She's extra moody. So I feel like she's kind of like a vampire, right? So I feel like we should do shark teeth with her. Fossilized shark teeth.
And we're going to have to put quite a bit on because the pumice is white. So I'm going to cover it up. We could tuck it in, but we can cover it up just as easily. So this is a good little idea for all the shark teeth that you don't know what to do with, as well as something else we have. Oh yeah, she looks dangerous. She looks like a vampire or something, like she's gonna, like you don't mess with agavoids.
Done. Oh my god, that was too easy. Love it. Okay. All right, so we have Echeveria Onslow. So Miss Onslow here, you can't really see in her pot. So I actually will not do anything with this one. I'm going to leave it. That kind of bugs me. So I tucked it in. It was like a little piece of pumice. She'll be fine. It doesn't need anything. All right, next up, we have Echeveria Mexinus Zaragoza. Oh, Miss Zaragoza. Hi. Look at you looking good, Linda. Okay, Linda. Oh. Let's see. What should we do with you? So you are in a very beautiful pot. This pot is from Tal and Bert off of Instagram. And they also have an Etsy account. Their pots are not cheap, FYI. I believe they start at 75 and go up to like 250 or 300. So if you go there looking, just forewarn, the shock will be there. But they're cool. I have maybe like 4 or 5 pots from them. They're really nice people. All right. So I feel like since the pot is very special, I'm gonna use plain beach sand. So I literally walked out and got some sand and put it in a Ziploc bag. Now the only thing with sand, so I've used sand a lot. I like to make creations for all the holidays, and you cannot pour water in here because it's going to leave indentations and you just can't. So you have to spray. Now this pot has a drain hole, but I'm not gonna, it won't be necessary. So I like to spray all my succulents anyway. I have killed thousands of dollars worth. Okay, like it's bad. It's so bad. Like I don't even want to know how much money I've spent on plants and they've just died. Or I've got too busy for them and I just ignored them. Like that's not okay. Okay, I like it. I'm a fan. What's that? Get out of there. I like it because it's understated. When this plant gets larger, she's gonna have the main show. This is beautiful, doesn't take away from that, and we are done with that one. Okay, this next one, you're gonna be like, really, Ashley? Like, we're not in the mountains. I know. But, so it's a good life. It's a giant canoe. There we go. So it's a giant canoe, and we've got Beyonce in the middle and her two girlfriends on the side. Mataba. Mataba is a triple header. This Mataba is a double header. And Beyonce, she's super variegated. She's like a raindrop echeveria. I love her. This is my second Beyonce. Again, I don't even know. Like, I did care for the first one. I thought a lot, but it was one of my first ones I bought. So this echeveria was $55. They're not all gonna be $55. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive. It depends on, like, you know, it just depends on the size. So this one, we can do anything. So it's in a canoe. So when you think of canoe, you think of like water, you think of, I don't know, like pebbles, river rocks. So we can do river rocks, or we can do beach pebbles. We can use blue sea glass. So the blue sea glass would look good. Now this is very blue, so I don't know, like, we do have more, but I don't know if it would really do it any justice. We have pink, but I feel like pink is like not a river color. And the green, green would work kind of like a moss, you know, like a moss grew in or something. Or we have smooth river rocks. So these are in the same container as the corrugated jewel box. And so these will fill up a lot of room. So these kind of look like stones, but really they're just broken pieces of shells that have been washed over and over and over for years. A lot of them are quahog, southern and northern. So let's go ahead and lay down a little bit of a base here and just see what it would look like. So far, it looks like it's competing. So I'm actually gonna lift it up. Okay, so let's not do this. I think if we do something, it definitely needs to be like one pretty neutral color. Oops, sorry guys. I just apologize for my phone. Come back here. Where are you going, girlfriend? So we also have jewel boxes. So maybe let's lay down some gray ones. I think like a iridescent gray silver. Or we can mix and match the colors. We have like ivory, but I don't know. We don't know.
Oh boy. Okay, not bad. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I can do it. I can definitely live with it. So the 3 leaves are going to get very large anyway, so honestly, and this one especially, in no time, we're not even going to be able to see the very bottom. Now the other 2 are going to take a little bit while longer, they're a little bit slower growers, so we're going to see their bottom a little bit longer. This one is all pushed up, so because of shipping, so I just took them out today, and they've been sitting at my house in a box, poor things, for about 2 days, and they shipped from California. We're in Florida, obviously, so they have like a 2-day journey priority. But you know, that's not the Okay, so I basically just picked out all the silver ones and chose those as the bottom. It kind of looks like water almost, like a reflection of splashing water in the sun. Put a few more back in here. So this one's going to outgrow this pot, so we're going to have to move her soon. Not soon, but she won't be in there forever. Okay, so there she is, and then we can do the other two. And we can kind of keep the same color scheme going. And you know what, if we don't like it, we'll change it. You know, this one's so shallow, I like literally just plop her down. So I might just kind of go around with this first. And they don't have to be perfect shells, you can use the ugly shells too. But the whole idea of this really isn't for your shells to be showcased, it's just an accent. The succulent is the main show. This one is the first layer, that's going to be really cool, your uglies. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to plop her down. Oh yes, she's covered really well, actually. There we go. Alright, now let's do this one over here. This one, oh yes, it's the same way. So I'm actually going to put these more beigeier ones down first, so I don't have to waste all my darker ones, and I can pop it with those. Get some big ones going to really spread it out. Okay, now I'll come back through with some darker babies. Okay, and this will actually help prevent the succulent from
Not touching the soil as well. All right, that actually looks really good. I'm very, very pleased with that. So we have one more to go. This is the final one, right? Yes, I had to look around. Okay, so I have a coffin. So we can choose a dark blue, but dark blue is kind of happy. This isn't really a happy situation. We can pull out the shark teeth. That's really fun. Or we can do something different. So I want to put down a base layer of sand. So we have our dark, well, not dark sand, but it's just our regular beach sand. This is a base, so I'm not worried about covering it completely 100%. I just want some sand mixed in to give it more of a gray color. But it gives it more of a grainier effect. Spooky, like eerie. So I have this coffin. It's a raw wood blank that we had on sale. I painted it with purple. Actually, I didn't like where I was going. I didn't know where I was going, so I painted it. I just started painting. It's too shaky. And then I just kind of pushed it aside like a little bit. So the whole thing doesn't have to be completely submerged with shark teeth. You can do the whole thing, you can do half. Basically, just however, whatever you want. I think this is a good Halloween look. And it's good to have repeating patterns because, again, you know, it's like you go to a nail salon and what do you see? You know, all the nail colors there, and you can't pick them because they all look so good next to each other. Not to mention these are all fossilized shark teeth. So these are minimum 1.2 million years old. Well, young technically. So that's like even eerier. It like adds to the eerie factor. There's like
all these sharpies in here that come from like ink sharks. Some are so round. But you see how some of that sand shows? So it gives you like that beach feel, like all these like sharks, like dead sharks. I mean, like maybe there's a baby shark baby under here, you just don't know. It makes you wonder, like on the beach, was there like a mass murder of sharks? Like what happened? Was there a tribe that used to live here? And like, you know, you can really let your imagination go wild with this one.
And then if you, so I didn't finish painting this obviously. So I have a pen here and it is a Sharpie. It's a paint, oil-based paint pen, and I have black here. And so basically, I've already been using this. You can just paint the sides black. You can continue with the purple. You can glue things on the side of the coffin. It's completely up to you. It's your pot. Probably should have done this before I filled it up.
Yes, those are already made. Oh yeah, so that sand, I definitely think it's necessary because it doesn't look like soil. Because you see a plant and you're like, okay, like, it's just a shark sitting on soil. But you move it around and when it moves, it's like sand. And you're like, wait, how's the plant living in sand? Yeah, so I like that. It definitely adds to the factor for sure. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. You don't really need to watch me color this whole thing. Pretty sure you can just imagine what the rest would look like. Me doing this back and forth.
Alright, and now lastly, I told you this was the last one, but I actually have a surprise for you. So my last surprise is something a little... Here is a bathtub full of butts. Actually, this is so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take jingle shells, I'm going to crush them, and I'm going to make that the topsoil. So when you crush jingle shells, they're iridescent.
It was a very hot day, and I just like can't bear the memory of like just opening it all up. So like, I'll crack new ones open. Or crack new ones. And like we made the packaging ourselves and stuff. It's like, don't want to do that again. Because the packaging that you smell is completely different, but it's not like 100% done. Just trying out how it worked my schedule right now. Ooh, that was an awesome sound. Okay. How many fingers hurt? Okay, so take an old makeup brush and dab. Try to find the little lower ones. Remember how many you put in here? Don't worry if anything splashes out, because we'll just put it right back in. But I'm actually a really expensive buyer. Try to use it on my regular Succulent phone. She has them on sale for like $2 each, and I almost bought some, but I'm like, do you really need more?
And that is it.